What we do here is go back, 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 back.
And we have officially begun.
Awesome.
Welcome
everybody
to the Filthy Casuals podcast.
Hello, everybody.
So, what we're going to be doing is, I don't know, this is episode 1. Welcome, everybody. We're going to kind of like introduce ourselves, maybe talk about some gaming stuff, just do whatever. And if we go off topic, then, nah, it's fine.
Oh, well.
We're just doing whatever.
Yep.
We're here to have fun.
Absolutely.
So I think first of all, we should start with names. So I'm Reggie, also known as John,
And I'm Cord, also known as Cord.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess we should just start with introductory questions, right?
All right. I'm gonna interview Reggie here.
Oh, okay.
Who are you?
So I'm Reggie, basically. Yeah, that I stream on Twitch, variety streams, fun stuff like that.
Awesome. What you do?
What I do?
What you do?
That I just said.
Oh,
I
okay.
just
Okay. You're jumping ahead of me. That's not nice.
Oh, okay.
Hobbies? Question mark.
Messing around with like old technology, radio controlled stuff like drones and RC cars, stuff like that.
Family? Question mark. As I stare intently into your soul.
Oh, hi. Family. I've got 2 brothers and a sister. Sister's older than me, so is one of my brothers.
Pets? Question mark.
Pets? I have
Pets?
a
Question
cat, a dog who is actually in this room, just kind of chilling with us as we record this.
Woof woof.
she's just chilling. And I think that's it. But the most pets I've ever had actually was we had 2 cats, 2 dogs, several fish, and I don't even remember what else, but there was a lot at one time. So it's definitely been reduced, unfortunately, which is sad.
Origin story.
My
question
origin
mark.
story. Okay. Wow. All right. Origin story. I mean, I don't really have one.
Okay.
I just kind of like appeared.
Okay.
I'm here existing.
Internet background.
Internet background. Really, I was off of like everything until a couple of years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago, I think now. Whenever I joined Jimmy Cord, which was a Discord around this streamer named Jimmy, and that was basically the start of it all. And then from there, I've moved on to different communities and all that good stuff. And yeah, that's about it. And now I'm here.
Most important question of the day.
Oh,
What is your favorite color?
my favorite color? It's red.
What?
As if you couldn't tell.
How is it red? That doesn't make any sense at all.
Dude, I'm sorry. Also, I want to address one thing. Guys, we're not going to be really talking to chat much. I hate to say it, but we're just not. Like, this is a live stream, but we're just not going to talk to chat because we're trying to do podcast. So,
Yay, podcast.
Blah. It's whatever. Chat, we love you.
No homo.
But yeah,
No,
we
no
love
homo,
you, no homo.
no
but,
homo, no hetero.
Yeah.
But no,
No.
you don't get addressed. I am sorry.
Yeah.
Apologies.
Sorry about that. Well, now I'm going to ask you the same questions. So, you've already answered the who are you. So, what do you do?
What do I do? Well, I tell dad jokes. I tell really bad dad jokes.
Yes, you
constantly looking for any opportunity to tell one.
Yeah, you strike on them like a snake. Lying in wait.
Nah, I strike on them like Cord does.
Okay, I mean that works too. What are your hobbies?
Hobbies? I play video games, and I am a professional older brother.
So you're an epic gamer.
Yes.
With distractions enabled.
Yes, it is great.
How about your family?
Family, I have quite a few younger siblings. A lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
A lot.
A lot.
I have.
That you do.
I have more than 5 younger siblings, so
Whew.
It is way too many.
Sounds
sadly.
like a fun time. Do you have any pets? Have you had any pets?
Yes, we have a cat. It's an outdoor cat named Fluffy.
Nice.
Fluffy
Okay.
just kind of chills there, and about once a week, I go outside. I go, "Hey, Fluffy." She rubs up on my leg and runs away. And I go, "Great cat."
All right.
Other than that, we have probably around 10 chickens at this point.
Oh.
It was 20, and then they were let out one night, and something got them, and half of them are gone. So there's like 10 left.
Wow.
Yes.
That sucks.
Yeah, I'm not in charge of the chickens. That's not my responsibility. So like, I was like, "Oh, the chickens." Not really. I really don't care.
Wow.
But in front of all the younger siblings, I had to go, "Oh, the chickens. No. Big Bertha, why do you have to die?
Big
No."
Bertha. You named one of your chickens Big Bertha.
They all have names.
Oh gosh, that must be so much fun.
Kind of. No, it's more like I deal with. See, my relationship with the chickens is I'm told to move the coop. So we have like a big chicken coop. So it has like a little bit of it. It has like a house with the nesting boxes, and then it has a cage built around, cage that extends out, and so basically, so the chickens can live there and kind of run around, peck around in the ground and whatnot. And it has wheels on the side. And so I'm told, go move the chicken coop. So I take this little spinny thingy, I wind it up really hard for like 30 seconds, walk around to the other side, pick up the other winch thingy, wind it really hard for another 30 seconds, pick up the coop, roll it somewhere, and then unwind it and set it down.
Nice.
And then I also have to clean out the hen boxes, which is basically just taking all the hay filled with crap and pitting it with hay that doesn't have crap in it. So I do all the dirty work.
Thanks for that saga.
Yeah.
What is your origin story?
Origin story? Okay, see,
Mm-hmm.
my mommy and my daddy, they love each other.
Okay. How about your internet background? Moving on.
Internet background. It wasn't until about a year ago that I started really interacting on the internet due to a Red J here. He got me hooked into his Discord server at the time, and ever since then I've been trying out different games and figuring out my place in this big wide web.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It was all my fault then.
It's all you. So anything I say or anything that happens today is Red J's fault. I take no responsibility. I have no liability. It's this guy.
I take full responsibility. You know what? I don't mind. It's fine.
Just wait. Just wait until the FBI starts knocking down the door. I just point the finger.
Oh boy.
They're like, that man, he took responsibility. I haven't even an audio recording of it.
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Okay.
It is blue.
You're the inverse of me.
Yes. Well, see, when I was a kid,
Oh,
it was red.
Oh,
It was red when I was 5.
wow.
When I was 6, it was blue.
Okay.
It turned back to 7 again because we got a red shark spoon. And then at 9, it turned back to blue because I got a blue whale spoon because Joshua, my younger brother, took the red whale spoon or the red shark spoon. So I couldn't have red my favorite color. Blue is then my favorite color. And from after that point, I never got a different colored spoon. I've always had just normal spoons. So blue stuck as my favorite color.
That is okay. That's a whole novel.
Yeah.
You can write a whole novel about how often your favorite color changes. That's so weird. Oh my gosh. All right. Anything else you want to mention? Just no.
Welcome.
Welcome. Okay. That's fine. I don't.
All right. So starting off today, in light of Doom Eternal coming out.
Oh, wait. Actually, wait. No. I want to start with more personal stuff. So let's do the 5 favorite games and the 5 least favorite games.
Okay,
of the
gaming
century.
news later.
Yeah. Gaming news later. Right now, it's all about us.
Okay. All right. So Red J, okay. So we're gonna tell you each. We haven't looked at each other's list, but we're gonna tell you our personal opinion. Best 5 games of the past decade. Since we're in 2020 now, we have to come up with a best 5 and best worst list.
Of course.
So we've each compiled it by ourselves. And so you're gonna hear our reactions to each other's lists live.
And we also have the like worst 5, I guess.
Yeah, we have our favorite 5, and in our opinion, the worst 5.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll go first. I have Mario Galaxy 2, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, Skyrim, Beat Saber, and Shadow of the Colossus.
Interesting. So my video game experience is very limited, so I tried to pick games that I've played through that were my favorite. Interestingly, we did have one shared. We did have one shared.
Wow.
All right, so you ready for this list? All right,
ready.
So my favorite games of the decade: Black Ops 1, Rainbow Six Siege, Overwatch, Halo Reach, and Super Mario Galaxy 2.
What?
Yes.
That's the one that we have in common?
Yes, I loved that game. It was the newest Mario game that I played that I really enjoyed.
That's crazy.
I know. It was such a great game.
I didn't think that you had ever played that. That's so weird.
It was the last Mario game that was the newest, the newest game I ever played. However you want to say it.
Wow.
Yeah, it was the last Mario game I ever played. I would have put Super Mario Bros. On there, but it came out like a month late for the 2010 deadline. It came out in November of 2009, so I couldn't put it in my list.
Okay, so now I'm curious for the worst 5.
All right,
I have Aliens, Colonial Marines. That game sucked. It ended up sucking. I have Sonic Boom, Nostos, Fallout 76, and Epic Mickey.
Okay, interesting. All right, so my worst, Anthem.
Ooh,
Fallout 76.
Okay.
Any sports games that have come out in the past 4 years.
Yep.
No Man's Sky at release. And Star Wars Battlefront 2 at release.
Okay, but those 2 got better.
Right, but like they were that's why I said at release.
Yeah.
I said at release specifically. Both those 2 games I said at release.
Well, they fixed themselves before the end of the century.
That's why I said at release. That's why I said it release.
Okay, I can see that.
No Man's Sky is still like, I've heard it's a great game, but it's still not where it was promised to be. Yeah. There's still some things that are missing. There's still there's things that they never promised that are there. That is definitely true. But definitely, I give that gaming production props for not giving up that game and for seeing through it. Like, huge props to you guys.
Oh yeah, like
Anthem and Fallout 76, you suck.
Oh yeah, Anthem sucks.
Fallout 76 is worse. They wanted to charge people $100 extra to play the game, as it is still broken.
Oh yeah,
it's crazy.
Gosh, that's so dumb. I hate that.
It is
because there was like so much hype around that game. I was actually excited for it, and then like the day it came out, everyone was like, it sucks." And I was like, "Are you serious?" And I had like friends who had bought it. They were like, "Dude, this game sucks. Don't buy it." I was like, "Are you serious?" Fallout 76, and they messed it up. I was so sad. It was terrible.
Just get Fallout 4 and play it together.
Probably, yeah.
We'll have to do that at one point.
Yeah, we should.
Anyway,
we never finished Borderlands 2.
we're never gonna finish that game. That game has way too much DLC. Just way too much.
That's true.
It is
They
way
have a
too
lot.
much. Way too much. All right, so I want to analyze each of your 5 for best and worst. I think we just kind of went out. Maybe we can do a little bit more, but at least for your best, we didn't talk about the best. We skipped over the best. Why did you pick, or what? Why did you pick each game?
Oh, Mario
your own
Galaxy
opinion.
2, because it was like, I don't know, it was like, you know, Mario Galaxy 1 was like new and original and fun, and then Mario Galaxy 2 was just like a level expansion pack, and I was the first game was already so good, there was like no reason to hate the second one, like it, and they added stuff too, so it wasn't like just copy paste. They added new stuff, and I loved it. Every second of it. I actually think I like Mario Galaxy 2 more than Mario Galaxy 1. Breath of the Wild, just because it's so innovative. Breath of the Wild changed, like, everything for open world games. Like, leveling system, or not even leveling systems. You don't level up in that game. But just, everything was so different about that game. And the same kind of with Skyrim. Skyrim is just, there's so much. That you can do. There's just everything. And all the mods too. It's like, how could it not? Like, Skyrim's amazing. Beat Saber, because it's one of, like, I think the best VR games. I think it was voted. It definitely won, I think, one of the game awards. I'm not positive. I don't remember. But it's a good game. I love that game. It's so much fun. Shadow of the Colossus, because it's awesome. I mean,
I've not heard of this game. What is this game?
You've never heard of Shadow Colossus?
No, please don't make me pull.
Oh my gosh. Okay, it's I think it was PlayStation 2 game, and it's like all boss battles. Like and it was like one of the first games to kind of do this. It was one of the first games to have like the lighting effect where like if you go out of a dark cave and into like a light place, it would like flash super bright and then get to the proper brightness.
That is really interesting. However, we have a problem.
What?
It was released on the PS2, buddy. 2005.
Was it really? Okay, then fine. The remake.
Oh my god.
The remake. We're going with the remake.
Okay, you know what? We're looking at remake.
Remake came out in like
Release date.
2016.
We're looking at this. We're looking this up.
2017.
He can't look up release date. Oh, you wait.
2018.
That doesn't look like the normal.
No, that's it. Because they haven't made
sure?
a Shadow of the Colossus 2.
Okay.
Yeah, they've made like other games, like oh gosh, I can't even remember off the top of my head, but yeah, close enough.
It is a remake of the original game using ultra high definition art assets. Okay.
And the game is beautiful. It's so cool.
You got lucky.
I did get lucky.
You got so freaking lucky. So lucky. It's about to chomp down on you.
Yeah.
All right, so for my list, I am a huge COD. I like COD. I really do. And I'm kind of late to the train because my parents never let me play any violent games, and even for a good 5 years, any games at all. So I never played COD until I was like a year or two ago. It was my first time playing COD. And I picked Black Ops 1 because it's kind of the most quintessential classic COD that everybody loves. And it kind of was the beginning of the really good COD games before COD got bad. That's why I picked that. Rainbow Six Siege is a personal favorite of mine because it is so innovative and it really does unique things with the first-person shooter genre, which I'm a fan of. I just love first-person shooters. And it's just great with the strategy. I love how it's kind of the chess of first-person shooters. I love chess too.
Oh yeah, totally. I think whenever I first introduced you to Siege, I compared it to chess, just because it was like I had no other thing to like compare it to.
It is, and for Overwatch, so Overwatch, I like. It's not necessarily a personal favorite, or like I don't play it every day. I don't even play it every week, every month. But I had it up here because of how intricate the game design is, of how well the game is designed with all the different characters, how they all mesh up, the audio, the visuals, it's all very unique and smartly done. And so even though I don't necessarily prefer like grinding out Overwatch like my brother does, which he does. He like yells and screams, and it's so funny.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, last night I walked in from work, and I could hear my brother Josh going, "No, don't do that!" from the living room, and I'm like,
yeah.
Bro,
we could always hear him in your mic in the background. It's hilarious.
Anyways, so like I'm not like that, but I still appreciate when I play it, the intricate design that all the characters have, and that they're constantly trying to balance things out. I really definitely appreciate that.
They're terrible at doing it though.
Not necessarily. They keep their problem is that they keep changing the meta. They keep changing what the game what they want the game to look like. That's their problem.
Yeah, that's true.
Halo Reach.
Ooh.
So I played this game for the first time a month ago. It was my first Halo game that I played through personally, and it absolutely blew my mind. I'm like a huge fan of Halo. I can't wait till the rest of the games get remastered on Steam. And it was the only one that was in 2010. But like I'm a huge fan of how Halo did their campaign, because like I said, I'm a huge fan of COD. And so, or Call of Duty, whatever you want to call it. And so I was used to just kind of like, it didn't really matter what gun you used, type of mechanics, just aim, point, click, and shoot at the enemies. But I loved how Halo is the strategic first-person shooter in the genre of how you have to be like, you sometimes use different weapons against different enemies, and against different enemies, you use different strategies. And it was so fun for me figuring that out. And plus, the story really got to me, especially at the end. I was crying at the last level. That was tough. Army and military stories really get to me.
Yeah. And real quick, are you done talking about your list?
I think so.
Okay, real quick, I want to address something. I know we said that we were going to kind of like ignore chat, but we're not going to completely ignore it. Like, we can still see you guys. We're just going to try our best, like, not to read out anything. Because if somebody's listening on a different platform that like isn't Twitch, because we are going to put this on like YouTube, SoundCloud, other places, we don't want them to have no context and all that. Like, it just keeps things kind of flowing. So like, we can still see your chat. And thank you to one of my mods, Dutch, for telling me that we were still streaming under the category of Pokemon Emerald instead of just chatting.
Oof.
Yep.
Come on, RJ.
I'm sorry.
Get your crap together.
I'm sorry. I was too excited.
I trust you with this one thing.
Man, things just kind of happen.
I feel you. All right. So can I talk now?
Yes, you can.
Okay. All right. So, like I said about 15 minutes ago before I was interrupted rudely.
Okay.
In light of Doom Eternal coming out in about a month or so, I believe it's like March 16th, March 19th, somewhere around there. It was released to some different game reviewers, kind of like it always is. And I found an interesting article from PCGamer.com where the reviewer who played through the game, he said he seems very mixed about it. It's interesting. His dynamic is that the game, if any of you have played Doom, so the first Doom, I somewhat enjoyed it. I played about half of the campaign before I couldn't take it anymore, and I just got too busy playing different games and multiplayer games, because like, who has time to play every single campaign ever?
True. In
the history of the past 10 years that I've completely missed. I'm still trying my best. Anyways, but so Doom was a remake of the original Doom series, but it completely changed the style of the game in a different, new, modern way. And the original Dooms were more focused on kind of like, it was killing bad guys, killing demons, but there was a lot more of an emphasis on the room exploration, which was kind of fun. I played some of the older Dooms. It's kind of fun trying to look for all the secrets and the bonus armor and the bonus weapons but the newer Doom that came out in 2016 more focused on just the blood and the guts and the glory.
And it was fun.
It definitely was. The heavy metal. Was so good. And that game got intense at times, but it didn't. It kind of had a little bit of it sometimes came off. It came up and down at different points of the time. But this reviewer who reviewed it says that Doom Eternal, the newest one, starts off where Doom ended at its highest point.
Which Doom?
The 2016 one.
Okay.
So
okay.
like Doom 2016 was kind of a build up to the very end where it's the most intense. And he's saying that this newest game, its lowest point is where Doom was at its highest.
Oh, I see.
So it's insanely crazy of how it's just insanely chaotic. Of how he mentions of how it's exhausting to play at points. It sounds interesting to me.
I think that sounds like fun though.
I don't know.
Like it says exhausting, but when he says that, does that mean like because of the monotony, or is it because of the amount of work you have to put in to play the game?
Both.
Both? Ooh.
He says that like the newer Doom, there's so many different mechanics that you have to use to where like you have to basically instinctually start memorizing how to do it just instinctually, because they throw so many enemies and they throw so many power-ups at you, but it's so much to manage.
Weird.
It's gonna be interesting to see. Like I'm not gonna pre-order it. I'm not even gonna buy it when it comes out. I might not buy it at all. Depending on the reviews, I might buy it like during a Steam summer sale where I can get it like 50% off.
Yeah.
And go, haha. Yeah, you didn't get my $60. You get $30 now.
Wow.
But it sounds interesting. It'll be interesting to see how the finished state of the game comes out. Either way, I think it's going to be a solid game. It's not going to be some half-butt game like Anthem or Fallout 76. It seems like the reviews, even though they're a little bit skeptical, are positive in the game mechanics and the game, I guess, beauty of it. They're not reporting huge game-breaking bugs, which is always a good sign in this day and age, to where all games have huge game-breaking bugs when they get relaunched.
Oh my gosh. Hashtag
honestly, Watch Dogs.
Okay. Honestly, that sounds exciting. Like they've been working on this for I think at least 2 years.
3 years.
3 years, yeah.
Yeah, it was in 2016 when the first one came out. So.
Yeah, so I'm pretty excited.
Did you ever play through the full campaign?
Of the Doom 2016?
Yes.
No, I didn't.
You had it on the Switch, didn't you?
I did, yeah. So it wasn't a pleasant experience, so I just kind of gave up. Because playing it on the Switch, it was like, it just felt kind of clunky. I wasn't into it. If it was on PC, I would probably put more hours into it and actually finish it, but otherwise, no.
Alrighty, so a game that is kind of close to both me and Renjay is Rainbow Six Siege. And so I kind of wanted to talk about the regional event map and that whole thing they've got going on. So I've not talked to you about it. I haven't talked about it. So what do you think about the new map?
I love it.
Absolutely.
Even though it's confusing at first because it's like different parts of different maps, and so it's like you go into one part and you're like expecting the rest of the map to be there, and then it's just not. I still love it because it feels unique yet familiar, to the point where it's like you can go in without any knowledge of the map, but you can still kind of get a feel for it. It's really weird. It's almost surreal. It's just such a weird,
definitely
idea.
Unique map.
Yeah.
Do you think it belongs in quick play, casual, or even ranked?
Okay, maybe not ranked, but I love that map so much. I really do. I want it in casual or quick play or whatever.
So one of the interesting things about this map is, if you've not played it, there's see-through glass.
Yes.
On different parts. There's some on the outside walls, and there's even one on the inside. You can't shoot through it, but you can see through it. Yep. And that piece of equipment in the map is not found anywhere else on any other map in the whole game. And this game's been out for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah. But that's what makes it fun and unique. It's something new.
Do you think they're experimenting with that aspect of it by adding that? Maybe we'll see that see-through glass and more maps.
I don't know, but I'm excited to see that. I would be so down for that. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
The closest thing we have to that is the plane map, but glass can shoot through it.
Yeah.
No one likes that. No one likes that map. Everyone hates that map.
No, I mean,
it's okay. I just run pulse shotgun on that map. It's fun.
Yeah,
pulse shotgun.
I think it's a bit too tight.
It definitely is.
Yeah,
that's why shotgun works well. Anyways,
that's true. Anyways,
an interesting aspect is, I think I was watching Get Flanked the other day, and he was saying of how maybe a part of the reason why people are loving the map so much is because they are not like having any sort of queue filter. So you're just getting queued with random people, no matter their skill level.
Oh.
Which is why it was an interesting aspect I hadn't thought of how, hey, I have been getting more frags on this map. It's probably because I'm playing with a bunch of noobs.
I haven't even noticed.
It definitely did.
Wow.
It's been either like it's insanely difficult or they're way too easy.
Yeah.
If you really think about it, with some of our nights where we spend a couple hours on that map and that playlist.
Yeah, that's really interesting. I've never thought that was a thing. I just thought that it was always like either really good players or really bad players that like queued together or something.
It's random. We're getting queued with random skilled players.
Wow.
So it'll be
Okay.
interesting
I'm
to
down.
like everyone's super hype about the map, but if it ever gets to quick play to where there is some sort of like skill threshold for it, not as bad as stricter as ranked, but there's still some sort of, so you're not completely wrecking noobs. It'll be interesting, in my opinion, to see how map perception will change, especially amongst like platinum players who because like platinum players are really enjoying that map
I'm
right now.
excited for that.
Yeah,
that's gonna be so cool.
It'll definitely be interesting to see how perception of that map goes
over
the next, I don't know, couple months, whenever they add it to quick play. They probably will at least quick play.
I hope they do. It would be such a loss if they didn't.
Yes.
Oh yeah. For
All
sure.
right.
Do you want me to take up the next ones?
Sure, you can take it the next one if
So,
you really want.
Cyberpunk, Final Fantasy VII, and the Avengers game are all being pushed back. Like, because the developers say they need to polish the games. I'm sad about that. I really want Final Fantasy VII and Cyberpunk. I'm not too excited for the Avengers game, but don't mess with that.
Yeah, I'm not. Okay, so my thoughts on the matter. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I think no, because I think all gamer developers have looked like this past decade has been through some huge highs, and we had some pretty down lows, especially in the latter half with Fallout 76, Anthem, BioShock putting out a crappy game even.
Oh yeah.
Battlefront 2, Battlefront 2 really didn't experience crappiness, but like Watch Dogs, Anthem, Fallout 76, all being huge, hyped up projects and completely failing at the end.
Same on the VR side. There was like a bunch of VR games that like, especially Nostos, which I talked about earlier, was one of the worst 5. That game, so many people were excited for that game, and it flopped. Like the day it came out, barely anyone could play it because it would crash so much. It was just unoptimized. Even in desktop mode, it was still pretty bad.
Even No Man's Sky, I forgot to put that one on my list.
Oh yeah, No Man's Sky.
It's just that game developers being squished for time and not given the proper time, resources to be able to fully complete their product.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate those two companies going, hey, we really want to give out this game, but we're going to hold off on it for just a couple more months. Give our development team a little bit more space so we can produce the best game and we hold up to our high quality.
Oh yeah.
As long as the games themselves come out good at the end of this, I will be fine.
Yeah,
absolutely fine. I'm glad that companies are actually realizing now that, hey, maybe that our original release date doesn't necessarily need to be followed. It's okay if we push it back 2-3 months to give our team some more time.
The way that I view it is like, we're gonna get those updates in like a couple months after the initial release anyway, so why not just push back development?
Yeah, so to make the game the best it can be when it comes out.
Oh yeah.
Especially since, I don't know if Cyberpunk's gonna have huge multiplayer. I have no idea, but it
probably will.
Does Final Fantasy have multiplayer?
Oh, of course not. No.
Yeah, Final Fantasy, like, once it's there, that's kind of supposed to be it. There's not going to be many patch releases for a single player campaign. I don't know about Avengers. I don't know much about that game.
I've barely even heard about. Like, this is the first I've heard of it. Is them pushing back the release.
It was a huge E3 announcement. It was a
really?
huge E3. Yeah.
Wow, I missed that. I just didn't care for it.
I don't know how I'll feel about a Avengers game. We'll see how it works. I don't feel either way, any sort of particular way towards it. I guess I'll just see how people react to it and maybe watch some gameplay before I even think about buying it or
Yeah.
whatever. It'll just be interesting to see.
Is it more like kid-centered or is it more like serious? 'Cause-
It seemed more like the graphics were super serious and super high tech.
Okay. I feel like they should have. Well, I don't know, because the whole like superhero movies things has gone more realistic and serious. And I really want one company to like tone it back a little and go back to like being more, I guess, kind of kid friendly.
Cartoon Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Spider-Man into
Stuff
the
like
Spider-Verse.
that. The goofy stuff. The goofy fun stuff. I miss that stuff.
I kind of like the serious superhero movies. It
Okay.
provides a sort of realism to where like I can feel and better relate to the story and the characters more. Like, yeah, Miles Morales was a great character, sure, but like his predicament was, I mean, I know I'm saying it's a superhero movie, but it just seemed so ridiculous and out of place even for the superhero genre. If you get what I mean.
Yeah.
I can feel a lot more with Tony Stark. I can feel a lot more with Captain America. Like, yeah, I was crying a little bit at the end of Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, but bro,
Avengers Endgame,
especially the end scene with Captain America being young again.
Oof.
Oh, that
Oof,
I
the
was
feels, man.
was crying tears of joy. That was that hit me in my heart. I was so happy with that whole ending of those characters. I hated to see them go, but I loved to watch them leave.
Oh yeah. Oh man, I'm gonna miss Iron Man because I love Iron Man. He's probably my favorite superhero.
I know it's probably clickbait. But I did see an article randomly saying that the Doolittle movie, the Robert Downey Jr. movie he came out with, flopped hugely. Apparently, it was a huge flop. Didn't do well at all.
Really?
And then he might return to Iron Man.
Ooh.
But it was probably clickbait. There's probably
probably
no
was,
real actual information on that. But I still have just a little bit of hope for that. I would love to see him reprise his role. I absolutely love Robert Downey Jr. I have not been disappointed in any of his roles. Ever.
Wow.
Yeah. Albeit there's only like there's only 3 other movies I've seen him play in besides superhero. But still, I've not been disappointed in any of those 3. I've always been impressed.
That's true. Yeah.
He kind of carries the same character along with him the whole time.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry.
He like plays the character, but he also is himself.
And I like his like bitter sarcastic, because I can be like that sometimes. I have to suppress that, so I kind of love to see my, I guess, natural nature played out in someone else in a fictional universe. I'm like, yes, say it, brother.
Oh my gosh! Just like throw the sass at him.
Yes, please do.
Oh my gosh!
Are you looking forward to any particular Marvel movies or Marvel productions in the upcoming?
No, not really. Once they made a Thor movie, I was content. Because Thor is definitely my favorite superhero. I love Thor.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Why Thor?
I think he's cool.
That's
A Nordic god harnessing the power of lightning and stuff. I was like, oh yeah, that's my guy. I was so sad to see him in the movie. Where he was like playing Fortnite, and I was like, oh, a little bit of my soul just died.
No, bro, my soul
That sucked.
No, listen, now if I ever want to go to a Marvel convention, I have a character that I can actually dress up as. I can dress up as Beer Belly Thor.
Oh no,
because I'm a thick boy.
No. I don't like that.
Yes, I actually have a character that I can cosplay now. I have a Marvel character that I can cosplay. I'm so happy.
But he looked so good in was it Ragnarok was the last movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
oh my gosh, I love that movie.
But like there's a 5-year difference between.
That's true.
So like he just got fat over 5 years. I've just gotten fat over 18 years.
Oh my gosh.
Alrighty, so a little bit on the literature side.
Oh?
Hunger Game author is writing a new book. It is going to be a prequel focusing on a young President Snow graduating like his university or college, and it's kind of going to show his rise to power.
I've never read this book. Also, what does this have to do with video games?
Well, entertainment, movies, Like Hunger Games was a huge movie series.
I've never watched it or read it.
You never watched it or
Nope.
read it.
Nope.
Okay, so they're worth it. They're worth it. They're very interesting.
Huh.
The first movie, okay, it's funny. I read the first book. It's the only book I read. I loved the first book. Absolutely hated the first movie. First movie was such a drag. It was so like boring. It was just 2.5 hours of 2.5 hours too long.
Okay, I can see that.
The second movie was good. I liked it. And then the third and the fourth followed suit, and they actually carried on the story in a way I didn't see coming. I didn't expect it to go the way it did. It was a huge surprise to me, and I really enjoyed the ride that it provided.
Okay. Did you ever watch or read the Christopher like Paolini or whatever, the Eragon books?
My parents would never let me. I watched the movie. I watched the movie when I was super young. I haven't watched it in like a decade probably. I remember bits and pieces, but I never read the books. It's so weird. Like I was a homeschooler for most of my life. I'll say that out loud. And the author of the Eragon series, he was a homeschooler as well. So that was like the quintessential homeschooler nerdy thing to do. And they never would let me do it. They never let me read Lord of the Rings. I never read Lord of the Rings until I was 15 years old.
Wow.
15.
Oh my gosh.
Never let me watch the movies either till I was 15. I read the books first before I watched the movies. I made sure to do that.
Wow.
It's crazy.
You should read those because that kind of sounds like what's happening.
I've read them.
You have?
Yeah. They just never let me read them until I was 15.
The Lord of the Rings or Eragon?
Or Lord of the Rings.
Okay.
I've never touched Eragon.
It's really freaking long, but it's so worth it.
That's the thing. Like, I have so many books I want to read, but so many games I want to play. I've just kind of cut books out of my life. I can't find time to read books.
That's true.
Like, and that Eragon series, it's like 4 thick. 4 thick.
They are
books. Thick.
I made it through.
Way too thick.
I think I got to Brissinger and then I gave up. But I loved it though. It was so good.
Yeah, like I bet the story's amazing. But like if I ever at some point in my life find time to read and I don't get completely sucked up into a video game,
yeah,
those will be somewhere on my list of books I want to read.
I don't
They're
remember
kind of on my
much.
wish list.
I don't remember
They're
much
up there with Hunger Games. I need to finish reading that book series.
I don't remember much of them, but like I just remember like
huge impact the story has made upon you. You can see, it's changed
yeah, totally.
your life completely.
Yeah, I just remember loving it though. Like I don't remember the story much. I know that what the heck was that? What is that noise?
Don't worry about it. Continue
okay.
talking.
All right, he just made like some sort of little gremlin noise. Okay, stop that right now. That's gonna need to end. I don't remember the story much, but I just love the characters. Like I remember the characters more than the story. I don't remember the roles at all. I just remember there was the cool like dragon, and then there was the main character guy who was like, I feel like he was a self-insert by the author because he starts off as like really just not powerful, and then he becomes like OP, and like he tames a dragon, and he has like all this armor, and he has all these allies, and he can do magic, and has like a fire sword or whatever. I'm like, wow, you sure? Sure that's not a self-insert, bud? You know, fun stuff like that.
I just remember Fun Dragons talking to him. That was great.
Wow.
I remember I feel like I have like a faint remembering of most of the movie, but it's one of those things to where like you have to rewatch it and go, oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was way too young to remember actually that stuff. Talking about older movies and older book series. Attention.
What?
Until March.
What?
Until March. Steam is giving out all of the old HalfLife games.
Oh, I see what you did there. Okay. I was like really confused with that transition. But yeah. Steam is like giving out HalfLife stuff. Like, is it just like free?
Yep, it's free.
Yeah.
You can like go just add it to your library. Don't even have to download. Just add it to your library while you're listening to the stream.
And that's
right
HalfLife
now.
HalfLife
1 and 2 and all like just all the content that they created.
Yeah.
All of it. even like Half-Life 2 Chapter 2 or 3 or whatever that was.
Yeah, which is awesome because I've never played any of them. I've never played any.
I tried in preparation for this announcement. I tried to finish playing Half-Life 2, and I put like a solid 6 hours in it this week trying to finish it. I just couldn't get it because the game is so intricate and even like entertaining and fun to play. Like 2 decades later, I've really enjoyed Half-Life 2. Yes, I've not played Half-Life 1. I got Half-Life 2 first.
What?
Yeah, well, I heard that Half-Life 2 is the better half. And so I was like, you know what? I had $1 left in my Steam wallet, and I was like, Half-Life 2 popped up first. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to get Half-Life 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what? Reasonable.
Yeah, and so I really enjoyed the process. And yes, I did end up buying Half-Life 1 too for $1. And so unless you're like me, and unless you're just like me and just didn't buy the Half-Life games even when they were $1, go get them. They're great.
Yeah, for sure. I'll go get them right after this stream.
You better. I'll make sure of it.
Oh, dude, totally. I'm so down because like I've been wanting to play those, but Valve games are like so good.
I know.
Like from what I've seen, like I've never played any of the games, but literally every time I see the games talked about or like just like criticized, I guess it's always good stuff.
Portal
like,
was a great game.
Yes,
Portal was so fun.
Portal and Portal 2, so good. I love Portal.
Portal 2, I haven't finished yet. I put some solid time into the game. It was right after I like played Portal 1 and I played Portal 2, so it got a little bit boring a couple months ago and I kind of stopped. I tried to pick up like 2 weeks ago, and I was just like, I don't even know where I am, and I closed the game and opened up Siege because I was just too tired to try and figure it out. So when I'm in the right mood, I'm gonna pull up Portal 2, pull up an IGN guide of how to play Portal 2, and figure out where the heck I am in the middle of my level so I can finish the game. Because I've heard there's a huge twist. I don't know what the twist is, but I've heard there's a huge game-breaking twist, and I really want to. I'm interested.
Oh yeah,
I'm definitely interested in seeing how the game ends.
That's Portal 2, right?
Yep, Portal 2.
Oh, I know how that game ends.
Shut up! Don't.
I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but
if you spoil it, I swear to God.
Because the thing that I've done with a lot of games is I'll just watch them on YouTube, which was the thing to do when YouTube was like, I don't know, getting big on the internet. You would watch Let's Plays, and I watched so many. Like, it is ridiculous. I wish I could clock the amount of hours, or I wish I could get like a counter of all the hours that I spent on YouTube in like the past, like in my entire life, because it is well over like 10,000, I would guess. Well over.
What's one of your favorite YouTube content creators?
Ooh, okay. That depends on like the year or whatever.
Currently, we'll go currently. We already did our best decade list. Currently, we're talking about currently.
Probably Moist Critical. I've been stuck on his video. Yeah, I've been stuck on the Moist.
I've not heard of this, so can you please explain this to me and the audience?
All right. Moist Critical. His YouTube channel is like Penguins Z0 or something like that. But his main social media thing is Moist Critical with CR1 and then critical spelled normally. No, there's a K in there somewhere. I don't know. But he's got like this really like depressed voice almost. Not a depressed voice. It's like I don't know how to describe his voice. It's just one of those voices where you hear it and it's super monotone, but it's like the good kind of monotone where it's like nice and deep and it's full. And he has like this, what he does is he'll like watch shows or like dub over commercials for products or whatever. And he'll just do it in funny ways. And like his sense of humor is just so funny. I love it so much. But you can watch those videos and like you'll be laughing and then you can also go to sleep to them. Okay. It's really weird.
It's a little weird, but
yeah.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so
it's very pleasant.
There's 3 major content creators that I purposely regularly follow, watch their content, whatever.
Dang boy.
Number 1 would be I Am Sudha.
I've never heard of that.
So basically, he's this. Maybe he's a streamer, or he probably just records this stuff. But it's basically most of his stuff is just him and a certain group of friends just goofing off in Call of Duty, older Call of Duties, or like just but then I think as he got more popular, he expanded and tried out more games. So like there's a bunch of GTA 5 videos, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, World War 2, and like different games. Like he did one where he tried out a bunch of $5 VR games, and just the content that him and his band of friends create is just absolutely ridiculously funny. I laugh at most of their bits.
That's fun.
Another content streamer I like is Marley.
Oh, Meaty Marley.
Meaty Marley, yes.
Yeah.
I love his Siege videos because I'm a fan of Siege, and he just so effortlessly and comedically just crushes everybody.
Yeah.
Practically every video.
Oh my
and
gosh.
it's the funniest crap you have ever seen.
It's hilarious to watch him just like run into a building, kill everyone, and he's like just laughing the whole time.
Especially if you've like put some serious time into Siege, you know that the things that he's doing are like crazy ridiculous to pull off. So it's like you're laughing but impressed with your mouth dropped at the same time.
Yeah.
It's just, I can't watch too many of his videos at one time now. I have to like watch one a week, or else it just kind of is like, okay, yes, I know that you can spawn peek with one pistol and the P12, your pistol.
Yeah.
We know this now.
Yeah. That's true.
But like his content's still good and it's still funny.
Yeah, Siege YouTubers are very easy to get burnt out of. Like they had a big presence a couple months ago, but like whenever it died pretty hard. Like it used to be, what it was like every week there was a new video and it would get like a ton of views on like each of their channels, and then all of a sudden everybody just stopped watching. It was really funny to watch, but also kind of sad.
And then I think my third favorite, well, they're not in any particular order, but the third major content streamer that I pay attention to and watch, subscribe, liked, hit the notification bell on, like you should do for us.
Hit that like button right now.
Is this YouTuber called the Act Man.
Oh.
He's kind of big. He has about 1 million subs right now at this point. He's climbing every day. But what he does is he goes back and like reviews kind of older games and more modern games at the same time. So like he's reviewed a lot of the Call of Duties because he's a COD fanboy like me. And other games like Banjo-Kazooie, PUBG, different games like that. And he'll kind of go back, talk about them, like review them in his own light, his own opinion, of course. His opinion, not everybody else's, of like the gameplay, maps, how it all works out. And it's just, he does it in an interesting and entertaining way to where he still intercepts comedy, but it's kind of interesting to learn and watch these games and kind of go, oh yeah, I feel that way definitely about that game. Or after the video go, yeah, I really don't want to play that game ever. Or that's kind of a game that's kind of interesting, seems interesting. So he critiques it. He critiques them in an interesting way. His videos can get a little bit lengthy, but they're still really interesting.
Yeah. Man, I love those kinds of channels because it's like nobody does. It's not often that you find people that review a game with like a modern perspective, because modern perspectives keep getting outdated like every year. So it's really nice whenever you find one of those channels and they're like revisiting like all these old games. Those are really nice. Yeah, I like those.
He's very entertaining. I'm a part of his Discord server. I get a ping in my server. I get a ping in my Discord. I get a ping on YouTube whenever a video comes out of his.
Jeez, man.
I love it. I love him.
Wow.
He's very I enjoy his sense of humor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Moving on. There's a YouTuber I've been watching a lot recently called, his channel name is YMFAH. He does these videos where he like beats Skyrim and Fallout and all these other like kind of older Bethesda games in just the weirdest ways possible. Like he'll go, I think it was Skyrim, but like he didn't pick up anything that had weight, which is surprisingly easy because like quest items don't have weight because you can't drop them. So it's really interesting to watch. It's good to watch if you're just kind of bored and you're like, but you think like you just wouldn't expect to beat the game in these ways that he does. It's really interesting. Like I've never even thought like. Or the other thing that he'll do is he'll go through certain quest lines. Like he went through the Mage Guild, I think it's called. Or no, the School of Magic, whatever it is.
For what game?
Skyrim.
Skyrim, okay.
Yeah.
That's a game I've not played yet, and I so want to play.
I will buy you Skyrim. I'll do it. I will buy Skyrim
Okay,
for you to play it.
my thing is that I was talking to Red J just a little bit earlier about this, but have so many started campaigns that I just haven't finished that I feel like just the monstrosity that Skyrim is, I will just it'll just be one of those games where like I'll play for like a couple hours. I'll go, oh, this is really cool, but this campaign has about 1,000 hours in it. And just get lost, kind of like Borderlands 2 did for me.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it, but like
It's just
way too long, and it's way too late for me. So
yeah, and you don't get a lot of time to play stuff. Whereas me, I could probably beat the campaign. But we decided we were gonna play that together. So
yeah,
like maybe we'll do grinding by ourselves. But other than that, not much.
But like it's it's fun. But I don't like love it exactly. I don't love it. It's fun, but it's just not. It gets way too repetitive.
Yeah.
And I just like when I play a game, I want to be able to find that right loadout and that right weapons where I go, oh yeah, I love this loadout. This is great. I'll get my little attachments for it, whatever. Kind of like in the new Call of Duty Modern Warfare. Totally recommend that game. That game almost made my top 5. Anyways. But like Borderlands 2, I had this same gripe with Destiny 2, is like your loadouts, to be able to play effectively and play well, your loadouts are constantly changing. I just don't like that. At least with Destiny 2, you could like upgrade your power level for your weapons. So like my favorite bow and arrow that I played with forever, I was able to play with it for like a solid 3 months because I just kept getting these like pulse rifles that were ridiculously high. Like, oh, I don't like pulse rifles. Let me just plug you into my bow and arrow, make you more powerful. Zap, yay, get to play with my bow and arrow longer. But there's nothing like that for Borderlands 2, at least that I found.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure like you can't manually upgrade or infuse your weapons together to make them more powerful.
Yeah, I don't think so. There probably is, and we're just missing it, and we're dumb. But
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure it's not.
I don't like it because it's so monotonous.
Yes, it's the monotony.
It's just so. It just feels like fetch quests almost.
Definitely. The only way I will get through that game is if
we're like forced to.
Is if my girlfriend falls in love with it, because she needs some help with first person shooters, and it's kind of a easy. It's a normal, easy first person shooter to where like it's more on hitting your shots than necessarily the stress and the time as if it was a COD campaign. Like in a COD campaign, you get hit a couple times, you have to restart to the last checkpoint. But with like Borderlands 2, you have like
you have armor,
you have regenerating health.
Yeah.
It's easier to get health packs and stuff. So it was an easy first person shooter that I started. She made her own character and we started playing it together a month or so ago. We haven't picked it up yet. We just can't find time. So, but like in the future, when if we get married or live together or whatever, if we spend a lot more time together and we can actually game more, that would be the only way I can foresee myself finishing Borderlands 2.
Wow.
The only way.
You have to get married to finish Borderlands 2.
Yeah, or just spend a lot more time with her.
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. I don't really have anything else left to talk about. And we're getting close to the 1 hour mark.
Yeah.
Do you just want to call it quits here?
Yeah, I mean we got it's 4 minutes from the hour. So
yeah.
Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. We're hoping to do this maybe weekly. We'll have we'll try and do some weekly news stuff and gaming news. So
yeah.
Discuss it, talk about it, share what we feel, or like any entertainment stuff that appeals to both of us.
Yeah, it's filthy casuals, right? So we're not gonna be like super crazy, like high into the like media of games, but like if we see something that interests us, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, so
it's casual.
Casual.
Casuals.
We're filthy.
We're filthy casuals.
Filthy casuals.
Because we don't spend 24/7 at our computers just gaming. Yeah.
I'm a hardcore
we don't do
gamer.
That. Hardcore gamers.
Right.
We're just filthy casuals, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, we don't have the time nor the money to do that.
Yeah.
All right. But maybe if you guys support us, we can. Dun dun dun.
That was the lamest like plug you've ever done. Nah, we're gonna end this stream before Court has another chance to talk. Thank you everybody so much for coming, and we hope you stick around for the next episode because this is we're gonna have a lot of fun with this.
Beginning
podcast.
of something great. I can feel
yeah,
it.
The beginning of something great. Anyways, that's it for us. Bye.